Hello. On June 9th at the Board of Supervisors meeting, sewer rate increases for 8 different sanitation districts and zones throughout Sonoma County will be considered. Sonoma Water, our regional wholesale water provider, also owns or manages these wastewater collection and treatment systems. I'm here today to discuss the proposed sewer rate increases with the Sonoma Water Administrative Division Manager, Lynn Roselli. Lynn, it's such a pleasure to chat with you on this recording. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Thank you for having me today to talk about the sanitation rates and the public hearing that's coming up. Again, I'm Lynn Roselli. I'm the Administrative Services Division Manager, and the Division Manager is in charge of the functions including risk and safety of our workers. It also includes clerical and records and human resources, and also on the finance side, we have accounting, we have budgeting, and we have grants and funded projects. So it pretty much covers a span of quite a few different functions within the water, Sonoma Water.
Thank you, Lynn, for your time today and help in educating our community about why sewer rate increases are being proposed by Sonoma Water. So let's have a discussion. Let's set the stage first. Can you please list the names of the sanitation zones and districts and which rate increases are being proposed?
Okay, so as you know, in 1995, Sonoma Water took over the responsibilities for sanitation services. And we currently own and manage 4 sanitation zones, and those are Airport, Larkfield, Wickiup, Geyserville, Penn Grove, and Sea Ranch. And then we have 4 county sanitation districts that we operate and manage, and those are Occidental, Russian River, South Park, and Sonoma Valley. And we are proposing rates and rate increases for those 8 districts and zones. As you know, we are an essential service, and we see that our costs continue to increase year by year, and we put together a budget and a long-range financial plan and done a rate study to help us determine what those rates would be.
So how much does each sanitation district or zone currently pay in rates, and what increases are being proposed? And maybe you can give us an example. How much would an average Sonoma Valley homeowner see their sewer bill go up based upon the proposed rate?
Okay, so in terms of a monthly charge right now, the rates range from $80 a month to about $200 a month. And the rate increases we are proposing would be about $3 a month to $10 a month. And that depends on the district or zone. And so for the average Sonoma Valley residential homeowner that uses average amount of water, their rate increase would be $3 per month.
So we've seen annual sewer rate increases for all of these districts and zones in the past. Can you describe the financial plan for calculating the sewer rates?
So again, we have long-range financial plans that we do for each district and zone, because each district and zone is a separate entity. So we prepare individual long-range financial plans. We include, the plans include operations and maintenance costs, costs to replace and repair aging infrastructure as it wears out, costs for debt service on bonds and loans, and a reserve fund. The long-range financial plans record actual expenditures up to date, and then they also project out costs out a minimum of 5 years. And because the costs of services and materials and supplies and equipment continue to rise each year, we continue to increase our rates.
Sewer pipes and infrastructure are very much out of sight, out of mind, except of course when there's a leak or you need to replace them. This is great because it means that sewer collection systems are operating properly. but please give us a few examples of what these rate increases typically cover as infrastructure projects.
So we have a lot of standard projects like sludge removal and electrical maintenance projects and rate studies. But on the capital project side, in a couple of examples, in Airport Larkfield Wickiup, we will be completing the Larkfield Estates sewer main extension project. In Pen Grove, we're doing the FEMA-funded lift station flood resiliency project. In Occidental, we have a lift station electrical automation project. And in Russian River, we have quite a few projects. We have a seismic clarifier retrofit project that's FEMA funded. We're also working on improvements to the headworks. And we have, I think, another state-funded project that will look at rehabilitating the lift stations. And for South Park, we are looking at continuing to work on the transition of South Park over to the city of Santa Rosa and to fund collection system replacement projects. And then for Sonoma Valley, we have the multi-phase, multi-year sewer trunk main replacement projects. We've completed phase 4A, and we are working on 4B, and that will go to construction this summer. And then we will be embarking on 4C next spring. And those projects are critical to improving the aging infrastructure in Sonoma Valley and you have, I know, been a proponent of making sure those things happen. We also have a FEMA-funded clarifier retrofit project that we will be designing next year. So those are just a sampling of some of the projects that are included in the budget and the rates.
Sewer customers have had the opportunity to review the proposed rates in the Proposition 218 notice that was issued earlier this year. Can you give us an update on the results of the 218 process?
So we did send out the Prop 218 notices to all of our customers. That gives them an opportunity to send in their protests to the rate increase. Under Proposition 218, if more than 50% plus one send in protests, then the rate increase does not pass. We are accepting protests now until June 8th at 404 Aviation Boulevard until 5 p.m. The protests total for all of the 8 districts and zones is 258. But the protests range from less than 1% in Sonoma Valley to 12% in Occidental. So they're all well below the 50% plus one threshold for protests.
So where can our sewer customers learn more about their sewer system and rates?
At sonomawater.org on our website under sanitation, customers can all go to their sanitation district or zone that's listed there, and they can learn a lot about water conservation methods, what to flush down the toilet and what not to flush down the toilet, wipes cause clogs, wipes clog pipes is the tagline, and what to do about safe medicine and how the rates are calculated, the projects we're working on. There's a lot of information there at sonomawater.org.
Lynn Roselli, thank you so much for your time today. And I hope that this brief interview has offered our community more information about the proposed sewer rates. Again, to learn more, please visit sonomawater.org. And remember, please don't flush wipes down the drain or medications. Thank you, Lynn. Really appreciate your time today.